Welcome guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, like, comment, and also share. Today I'm going to talk about chord, chords function. Today I'm going to talk about 5 chords which are majorly used by music directors and music composers. And the first chord is chord 1, the tonic chord, which is do, mi, so. So chord 1 is the chord for fa, la, do. Third one is chord 6, which is la, do, mi. The other one is chord 2, the supertonic, which is re, fa, la. And the other one is chord 5, which is so, ti, re. Those are the chords I'm going to talk about today. Let's start with the first chord, which is the chord 1, which is the tonic chord. It's a strong concordant chord. It's a major chord, and it's used to make a cadence, or it's used at cadence functions, which is used to make the perfect cadence, the imperfect cadence, and also the plague of cadence. It's also used in approach of cadences, which is used in inversions, which is used in imperfect cadence. It's used in the second inversion. Interrupted cadence is used at its root position. Now talk about chord 4, which is a strong concordant chord, and it is also used to make the cadence function, or it is also used at cadence levels, which follows chord 5 in chord progression, forming the plague cadence, the imperfect cadence also. It's also used in approach. It's also used as chord 1 in approach of cadences. So it's used followed by chord 5 and chord 1. That's used to make the perfect chord, and it's also used to make the interrupted chord. So that is chord 4, chord 5, and also chord 6. Chord 5, which is so, ti, re, and it's a strong concordant chord, and it's also used for cadence function. It's also used to make the cadences, which is used to make the perfect cadence. It's the best of all to make a perfect cadence, and it's also used to make an imperfect cadence. That is chord 1 inversion number 2, followed by chord 5, and then chord 1. It's also used to make interrupted cadences, and also perfect and imperfect. I have said that. Let's now get to chord 2. Chord 2 is a weak concordant chord, and it's an auxiliary chord for chord 5. An auxiliary chord is a chord that plays a minor role for the major chord. It's a chord that plays a minor role for the major chord. And it comes before chord 4 in chord progression. We are going to chord progression in the next topic. And it's also used in approach to perfect and interrupted cadences. So it's a weak concordant chord, and it's also used in approach for cadences, that is interrupted and perfect cadence. Let's now get to chord 6. Chord 6 is a weak concordant chord, and it's an auxiliary chord for chord 1. I have said an auxiliary chord is a chord that plays a minor role for the major chord. So chord 6 is an auxiliary chord for chord 1, and it has a cadence function that is used in making cadences. One is interrupted cadence. Interrupted cadence is chord 5 followed by chord 6, which we are talking about now. And we also have imperfect cadences, that is chord 6 followed by chord 5. So the chord 6 we are talking about, followed by so, ti, re. So it can be la, so, la, ti, like that. That's what we are talking about. Question 2 of the day reads, what is chord progression? Chord progression. And chord progression refers to the manner in which various chords are used in harmony. Various chords follow each other in harmony. That is refers to how various chords relate to each other, and it also shows that which best chord follows each other in harmony, which are the enharmonic chords, or which are the enharmonic progressions we have. While you are writing your music, while you are writing your harmony, it's good to follow this rule. It's good to follow this system of chord progression. It's good to follow this progression. That is, if you start with chord 1 is followed by chord 4 or chord 5, and sometimes it's also followed by chord 6 or chord 2. Chord 2, which is Re, Fa, La, is followed by chord 5, is also followed by chord 4, is also followed by chord 6, and often is followed by chord 1. We have chord 4, which is followed by chord 5, and best followed by chord 1, and it's also followed by chord 2, and also followed by chord 6. But it's not so much followed by chord 6 because they are related, they are auxiliary chords, so some of it maybe it's often just little rhymes when it's followed by chord 6. We have chord 5, which is followed by chord 1 in perfect cadence, also followed by chord 4 in plagal, also followed by chord 6 in interrupted cadence, and it's also followed by chord 2, which is auxiliary. We have chord 6, which is followed by chord 2, and also followed by chord 5. It's often followed by chord 4, and also often followed by chord 1. Third question of today asked me about what are the cadences? What is the cadence? And the cadence is a point of relaxation or a point of rest. It's a point of rest, or it's at the end of the phrase. A phrase we are going to read, we are going to know what's a phrase, what marks the phrase, and what have you about the phrase. So it's usually a breathing space. It's usually a breathing point, and we have types of cadences. And we have 4 major types of cadences, which is the perfect, which is the imperfect, the other one is plagal, the other one is the interrupted cadence. I'm going to talk about all those 4 types of cadences, and number one is perfect cadence. What is a perfect cadence? And a perfect cadence is also called a full close. It's called a full close, and it's an authentic cadence. It's an authentic cadence, and cadence is expressed or is found at the end of a song. It's found with the ending of a song, which shows the ending, or it shows the ending, shows a full stop. And the progression chord for this chord is chord 5 to chord 1. So, do, re, do, do, mi, so. For example, in bars in chord 5, we have so, and then we go to chord 1, do, so, do. That shows that the bars has completed its singing. It has got to an end. We have in soprano, that is ti do, o re do. have alright, oh. It shows that you've finished your song. It shows that you are not going to sing or you are going to another phrase. So it shows the end of a phrase or a full stop in the song. And we also have some few examples of progression of chord 1, chord 5 to chord 1. We have one example like mi, fa, mi, do, re, do. We also have do, mi, so, fa, re, do, ti, do. Those are some examples of a phrase which is shown or which has a full stop in it. We also have the perfect cadence, which is also called the half clause, or the demi cadence, or also called the dominant cadence. And the dominant cadence or the demi cadence, demi means half, and so that's why the imperfect cadence is called the demi cadence. And we also have a progression for this chord. This chord has also its progression. Is chord 1 to chord 5. The chord that makes the perfect cadence. Now we invert it. We get to chord 1 to chord 5. In the perfect cadence, we add chord 5 to chord 1. Now we have the imperfect cadence. We have the chord 1 to chord 5. And that's why we have, if for example we add mi, fa, mi, do, re, do. Now we'll have mi, fa, mi, do, re, do, ti. That's imperfect. That becomes imperfect cadence. We also have mi, fa, mi, do, re. That's perfect cadence. We also have mi, fa, mi, do, re, do, ti. We also have another example of this chord imperfect cadence is made from chord 4 to chord 5, which we can have a chord 4 that's fa, la, do. So we have mi, fa, re, or we have mi, fa, sol, la, or mi, fa, sol, la, do, ti. That is chord 4 to chord 5. We also have others. We also have another chord, chord 2 to chord 5. Chord 2 to chord 5. Chord 2 is a re, fa, la. So we have, for example, we have mi, fa, mi, do, re. Mi, fa, mi, do, re, so. Mi, fa, mi, do, re, ti. Mi, fa, mi, do, fa, re. And so on and so on. An interrupted cadence is a cadence that has been disturbed, a cadence that has no rest, a cadence that you can see it's not perfect, it's not going to complete, or it's not waiting for another continuation. Like for example, we have do, mi, so, fa, re, do, ti, la. There we expected a do, ti, do, but we have do, ti, la. Lego cadence also functions as the perfect cadence. It shows the end of it's very concordant, is very strong. The Lego is chord 4 to chord 1. Do, fa, do, fa, sol, fa, mi. Let's now get into the phrases. A phrase is whereby you divide music, whereby you divide the melody into a half of it, or where you have the cadence. Now we have talked about the cadence. The cadence show the end of a phrase or show the cut of a phrase. Natural cut of a phrase. And our phrases are marked by something we call the phrase marks. So where we have the phrase marks show that the phrase comes to end there, or the phrase end is there, maybe vocal or instrumental. And also as uh, phrases are combined to make the melodic sentence. A melodic paragraph is a passage. A melodic paragraph is a passage or is the song. So when you combine several phrases, they make the melody, and the melody makes the song. A phrase mark is also known as a slur, and it's a smooth curved line written above the staff or written above the stem to show that to mark the beginning and the end of a phrase. We have the triad in the major scale. The triad we have in the major scale. We have triad for chord 1, which is do, mi, so. We have the chord 2, the triad for chord 2, which is re, fa, la. We have the triad for chord 3, which is mi, so, te. And we have the triad for chord 4, which is fa, la, do. We have the triad for chord 5, which is so, ti, re. The triad for chord 6, la, do, mi. We have the triad for chord 6, which is chord 7, which is ti, re, fa. So after inversion, the first inversion is the root position. The root position is the chord at its root position, or note of the chord. That is, if it's chord 1, the root note is do. So at its root position it will be do, mi, so. And we have the first inversion. The first inversion refers to where the second note of the triad has been made the root note. The second note of the chord or of the triad has been made the root note. So we have in first inversion we will have mi, so, do, mi, so, do, so, mi, so, do. So mi will be the root note for the first inversion. We have the second inversion, which will be so, do, mi.